This week I played Cities Skylines. So this game was sitting in my library for, I don't know, the longest time. I downloaded it during like a free weekend. It was a little while ago now. I think it was during something like a award thing. It might have even been last year, to be honest with you. When was the time with the aliens? But then I popped it on for like 5 minutes or something, looked at the zoning tools. I liked it at the time, but I didn't really have the time to play it, so then I put it down. And then it was the end of the free weekend, and I was like, oh well, never mind. But then I did pick it up like soon after in a sale. But I just never really got around to playing it. So I got sent some DLC. It is the Green City, Snowfall, and Art Deco. What's it? The Content Creator Pack. And I figured that would be a perfect opportunity now to like check out the game in a bit more substance. I gotta say, really enjoying it. I mean, in the past I've played with like SimCity. I played SimCity a lot actually. And not many other games like this one, though. For, like, city management, it was mainly just SimCity. But there were other games as well that do kind of similar jobs. But no, like I said, nothing too similar to this one. And so if you haven't played it yourself, essentially what you're doing is you're like the city planner. You are designating zones, setting up infrastructure, plotting roads, kind of like making sure everything runs smoothly. And then the idea of the game is you set up a nice landscape where everyone can live and go about and move their businesses, and then people kind of work around you. So you're not directly responsible for housing and like local businesses and stuff. That all develops by itself, providing like you meet the requirements. So yeah, just spending time kind of like mapping things out, making sure there are enough schools, education, emergency services like police stations, fire departments, etc., as well as like planning out the transport for the city, making sure that there's enough power and sewage and the whole shebang, really. And then I guess making sure that your districts and your zones are kind of like placed within the correct locations. You don't want to put, for instance, too much industrial stuff too close to residential, because then you have problems and stuff like that. But it's a really good combination of kind of like micromanaging and planning and kind of like taking it easy as well, because it's not so intense. You're not kind of like going, oh crap, putting fires out everywhere. You can just kind of sit back for a little while and watch it all just kind of tick over, providing that you've set everything up correctly and you're not actually putting out literal fires. So yeah, I spent quite a while actually just kind of for the longest time, I'll just sit there and just like watch my little guys go past, do sweeps over the city, seeing all the little people walk by. Because you can name each individual building, you can name each individual person, I believe. I mean, it's pretty detailed. And you get little text alerts at the top saying, oh, my cat was stuck up a tree thanks to the fire department for getting him, or whatever, whatever messages that come up. And the game is like quite large in scale. I remember the last SimCity I played was such a pain in the butt. It had so much potential. There's so much great opportunity to do awesome things. Like they had those mega structures where you could basically have a whole city inside one building. And that was an amazing idea. I really liked that idea. But it kind of fell flat with the whole online play, having to kind of... I don't know if they fixed it in the end. I feel like they probably did fix it in the end, but honestly, I'm not sure, because once I put it down, I never picked it back up again. Yeah, but having crime and, like, fires and whatnot, and all sorts of bad stuff spreading from cities next to me from abandoned people, and you can't remove people who haven't logged in, for, like, X amount of years or months or whatever. Because they just stay there forever, and it's just such a problem. You also get people that would claim land and then kind of never do anything with it, so you'd have an empty plot of land, and then like, I don't fucking know. But yeah, having the game completely offline, it kind of solves that problem, really, doesn't it? And it's just one of those games where, you're in control. The developer's not telling you something, they're not telling you how to play. No, this is how we want the game to be played. No, it's just like, here's the tools, here's the game, here's plot out your idea, yeah, make it happen. Now the base game for City Skylines is pretty cheap. I think there's always sales on, and even so, it's only about what 22, 23 pounds or something to buy new. But it does have like tons of DLC on it, and some of the DLC might be seem a little bit overpriced, but I guess you're not paying much for the game itself, so. Like either way, even if you put all your money down on the DLC and stuff like that, you'd still be getting a bargain, I think. It just seems like really good value for money, You could put down £50 on a AAA title and only be entertained for a few hours. Whereas this game here, you put down 20 quid, £25, whatever, and then you could be entertained for weeks on end. It just seems like good value for money. And if you like city planning games, chances are you've probably already seen it. But if you like what you see, then maybe just go check it out, on the next free weekend, or maybe just kind of like have a look for a special offer. I mean, Christmas is coming up. I'm sure there'll be sales. If not, there'll be the January sales, I'm sure. there's always things, and like Humble Bundle, check it out. I think I saw it on a bundle recently. I don't know. I thought I had all the DLC for it. I don't know why. I was kind of like poking around, but I don't know. I think I might have missed an opportunity to get all the DLC, which I'm a bit gutted by. It just seems like it's one of the games that's always just kind of out there. So if it can encourage you to play it if you haven't done so already, then go for it, definitely. I mean, apart from that, it's like it's no bugs really. Like just easy playing. It's kind of one of those games where I don't really have an awful lot of bad things to say about it. It's all just kind of like I had a good time. Highly recommend it. So I guess I'll probably just leave it there then. This week I played Cities Skylines. It's a bit of a weird name, is it? Cities Skylines. I don't know, but yeah, it's been fun, and that's it. That's this week I played. So thanks for watching, guys. Hit like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. And I'll be playing. I don't know.